This is about defending democracy. This is no longer Democrats versus Republicans. What do you want your kids to believe in? There must be give and take.
This is White Flag with Joe Walsh.
Hey, the truth is this. The Democratic Party, the Democratic coalition, is divided on Israel. That's the truth. Joe Biden is very pro-Israel. He always has been. The Republican Party is very pro-Israel. No matter what you think of the Republican Party and no matter why you think they're pro-Israel, the Republican Party is overwhelmingly pro-Israel. Independents in America are very pro-Israel. Democrats aren't. The Democratic Party is divided on Israel. The left in America, like much of the left around the Western world, is very anti-Israel. These are just facts. And this hurts Biden. His pro-Israel stance hurts him. He's on a divide in his own coalition. But here's the thing. Okay. So the Democratic Party, Biden's Democratic coalition is divided on Israel, and they are. We've seen that since October 7th. October 7th has actually revealed this divide. October 7th has revealed all the anti-Semitism on the left that's always been there. Yes, we were privy to and we're still privy to plenty of anti-Semitism on the right. But the October 7th exposed the anti-Semitism on the left that's always been there. And the October 7th revealed this divide in the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is not at all unified in supporting Israel. And again, the Republican Party, for various reasons, is overwhelmingly unified in supporting Israel. Independents support Israel. So here's the problem, though, for Biden. My fear for Biden is that because of what happened in Michigan last night, the Michigan primary, uncommitted people who went in to vote on in the Democratic primary and they voted for uncommitted. I think it's like 115,000 votes. Ordinarily, in a Democratic presidential primary in Michigan, you'll have 20 to 25 uncommitted. So a lot of people came out and voted uncommitted in the Democratic primary because they're upset with Biden's stance with Israel. The heaviest Muslim American population is in Michigan. The young person's vote in Michigan, all anti-Israel. The young vote in America, which skews Democratic, is anti-Israel. And yes, clearly the Muslim American vote in America is anti-Israel. Biden got pounded with that last night. So here's my fear. Team Biden looks at that, looks at what happened in Michigan last night, and panics and makes a political decision. Like this president, Joe Biden, who's pro-Israel and has been very pro-Israel since October 7th, he begins to wobble on Israel for political reasons because he needs the youth vote. He doesn't want to lose Michigan. He needs the Muslim American vote. So he starts to go wobbly on Israel. He starts to become more critical of Israel publicly, or even worse. That would destroy Joe Biden politically in the general election. Biden won the primary last night in Michigan, going away 3 or 4 or 5% of the vote. Joe Biden's going to win. Joe Biden's going to win the Democratic primary. So he's already running in the general election against Donald Trump. If Joe Biden goes wobbly on Israel, if Joe Biden becomes critical of Israel, if Joe Biden moves away from being pro-Israel, he'll lose the general election. Why? Because overwhelmingly Republicans are pro-Israel, and overwhelmingly independents in America are pro-Israel. And most moderate Democrats are pro-Israel. Joe Biden risks losing those votes in the general election to appease his left, to appease his left flank, to try to win the state of Michigan. It would be a huge mistake if Joe Biden did that. Hey, look, it's a fact. This is a horrible issue for him because this issue, supporting Israel, divides his coalition. That's never a good position to be in because you're always going to piss off half of your voters. And right now, Biden is pissing off his young voters and his leftist voters and his Muslim American voters. But there are more Democratic voters. There are overwhelmingly more independent voters and Republican voters who would vote for, who will vote for Joe Biden in the general election, who will turn away from Biden and not vote for Biden if Biden goes soft on Israel. Do the right thing, Mr. President, and stand with Israel no matter what, especially now, as so many people are going wobbly on Israel. Joe Biden, stand with Israel. You're going to take punches from your left, but stand with Israel if you want to win the general election. Not only is it the right thing to do, it's the smart political thing to do, no matter what happened in Michigan last night. Biden better not go wobbly on Israel. If Joe Biden goes bad on Israel and turns on Israel, my God, he'll lose me and a lot of people like me. And he needs people like me to win. I'm Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh, whiteflag@gmail.com. Joe Walsh, white flag, one word. Joe Walsh, whiteflag@gmail.com. Thanks. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow White Flag with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been White Flag with Joe Walsh.